Man, it's dynamite. Another one bites the dust. Another one. Another one. Another one bites the dust. What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's goody? What we're gonna do? We're gonna get a little morning routine going. That's what we're gonna do. A little morning routine runners. Let's get our morning routine on, guys. Mm-mm. This is a throwback morning routine. Throwing it back. Pause. Shouldn't be throwing it back. Man, like oh John Crow. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, John Crow. I'm solo dolo in it today, John. You gotta help me out. Fam, like, no, that's gay. I'm sorry. I don't know how I got to that clip. Fam, no man's really doing this, bro. Like I can barely, I don't know, maybe because I'm old, fam, but getting out of the bed is the hardest thing. You want me to like do like 10,000 things before I touch road? No, fam. I want to get out of my bed, brush my teeth, shower, maybe get something to eat, and then hit road. That's it. This nigga's doing like, holy, he's doing the most.
Now that you've made it to 10,000,
We gotta hit 20. First off, you know he had dollars because back in the day, if you're throwing your freaking controller at your TV screen, it's one thing if you bust your controller. I have plenty controllers. Like, watch. See? One mashup controller. I don't know if this one works. This is one mashup controller. This is another mashup controller. These are just my PlayStation 4 controllers. My PlayStation 5 controller, Jesus Christ, I'm not mashing that up. But yeah, this is another controller. Like I have beer controllers, fam. I'm not busting the TV. The controllers can get bust, but I'm not busting the TV. This guy is kind of sus. Like you know what I'm saying? Hold on, yo. We got DJ Las Vegas on the cut, in the cut, man. DJ Las Vegas, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Are you on stream?
Yeah, I'm on stream. They on stream, man.
You send me a link?
I can definitely send you a link.
Yeah, follow me in there.
All right. Did you ask Homegirl? Did you talk to Homegirl, right? You did the interview?
Yes, I did.
Did you bring up my situ?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, I knew it.
Only because she's not technically allowed to speak about the issue, technically.
Mm-hmm.
She did beat it, but she's still going through some things.
Got you.
So until then, don't worry, we got a fucking super duper story when that shit's done with. It's gonna be probably done in May. Yeah.
Say less. Okay, well you're on stream, so why don't you hop up on the stream?
Yeah. Send the link. I'm in there.
All right, let me hold on. Let me find the link thing and me send it to DJ Las Vegas. I had to friggin' make another thing, bro. Another email. They cut me off of making it on the other one.
Why? Because
They're telling me my free trial is done. As I only got a certain amount of free trials. I'm like, no, isn't I supposed to just have this throughout?
I swear you're supposed to just get it free. Yeah, like, what the hell?
Fam, there. So I just made a next email and I just, all right, cool. I'll keep making emails until you guys can't fuck with me. Like, what are you dumb?
Yeah, trial love.
Free trial uppers until there's no more us. Yeah, me and old John Crow are just in here watching Ashton Hall's old videos.
Who's Ashton Hall?
We'll come in, hop on. I sent you the link. Just hop on and you'll see. Yo, for a nigga that wasn't paying his rent, he was living nice.
He ain't paid his rent?
Mm-mm. Nah, he was trying to say how his morning routines used to be in 2018 compared to now.
Yo, hey guys. Old John
DJ
Crow.
Las Vegas.
What's going on, Old John Crow? Salute. You're live. You're early today, man. You're early today.
So why didn't that work? That's weird. I had it. Yeah, this is Ashton, by the way.
Okay. Oh, the guy that does all this housing shit. Swipe right, swipe right. What a goon.
That's dangerous work. He didn't even look. He was just. That's dangerous work.
Wait, what game was that?
GTA. It's always niggas like this that can't fight either. They be doing the most workouts. They be pumping the most weights, doing all this metrosexual shit. And then when it's time to scrap, they drunk and they just.
Nah, but check this though. Check this. This man was running the treadmill like he was running from the boy fam. So you know, like,
Now that you've made it to 10,000, we gotta
we gotta hit 20.
hit 20.
Fam, the man was mad at the game, and my boy was just walking. Like the game wasn't doing anything, bro. He just dashed the controller, man. But yeah, man, this is another GTV stream. I didn't fully start, but you know, your boy Vegas jumped in. It's your boy Gutsy.
it's your boy Vegas. Oh man, we're like seven
Hmm?
minutes in. So yeah, I made it, man. I made it. Shit.
Yeah, I was having problems. Like I was trying to start it, and the thing wasn't working. And my computer, you know, my computer's computing, doing all that stuff. So yeah, man, it's been a thing. It's been a thing. It's been a thing. Who's this? I was talking about child support. You know, I don't know if you've seen some of the things that I got on here, but you know, we could talk about Baka's weird case that everybody's talking about. In academics is trying to downplay the whole situation, but like it's another one. Academics needs to shut the fuck up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about, you know, human trafficking. Is it really a weird case when niggas are yelling out, I don't know what you heard about me, but bitch can't get it? Is it really a weird case when that song is 6-time platinum?
Depends on where you live.
Well, that's crazy that Kendrick Lamar would say that's a weird case when LA is like the home of fucking pimping. The home of human trafficking is probably in LA.
But what would be the weirdness of PIMP?
I think it's because of the fact that people put you on the list of when you get charged with it. So then it puts you in a weird place. Not even if you get charged, if you get convicted with it.
If you get convicted, right? Right. No, I mean, ain't nothing weird about fucking like. I swear Kendrick even said his people was that like from Chicago or whatever. Like, so like, come on, B. Like, you get charged for that, like you automatically get the other thing. So it's just like, bro, just chill.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it really a weird case, or did Kendrick saying that trying to be funny for it, or just trying to diss those guys made it seem like, okay, well, saying this now is a weird case? Because people know it, fam, this wasn't a thing like a couple of years before this. It wasn't a thing. I want to say this has recently become a thing where if human trafficking or pimps are now kind of looked down upon per se. Niggas were bigging up pimps forever. Everybody wanted to be a pimp. Again, PIMP was the biggest song. Snoop was portrayed as one of Snoop's Snoop Dogg is like Chris Jericho. You know how Chris Jericho has different fucking gimmicks and characters? Like one of Snoop Dogg's gimmicks was a fucking pimp. To this day, I still think he still kind of claims that he's a pimp.
I'm trying to. What you know? What I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure out what Buddy was charged for.
You Baka?
Yeah.
Well, Vegas, it's funny that you said that.
If we can find out what Buddy was charged for.
Well, Vegas, it's funny that you said that. Let's do this. Now I know not all the time these things are correct. But we have here that he was charged. This is his Wikipedia. And it talks about his criminal history.
Wow.
So it says in 2014, Baka was arrested and charged with forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution and taking her money. In 2015, he pleaded guilty to assaulting the woman and an unrelated weapons charge. He was sentenced to 6 months, but since he already spent 10 months in custody, he was not required to serve any additional time. The woman refused to testify, which led to the charges for procuring in prostitution and human trafficking to be dropped. She was working as an escort and had an on and off relationship with Baka. She moved to Toronto by the time trial was underway.
Okay. Cool.
Then we also have Baka has prior conviction for robbery,
Yes.
assault, discharge, whatever. Those are the ones that, you know, it's cool to bring up.
Right. Like I seen that in 2005, the attempt murder and the robbery stuff, aggravated assault, all that shit.
So what they're trying to say that the weird case and the weird case is going to obviously the woman with the prostitution thing, and they're saying people are saying it's weird in different ways. Like they're saying it's weird in a sense where that's the time where he met Drake and Drake could have been helping him. That's where the weird case comes involved. Now, academics is trying to make it seem like, hold on, let me pull up the clip. Because Ak was reacting to the podcast he did on the fucking yacht, which, by the way, is an amazing idea.
Yeah, I know. I seen that this morning.
We're right there, here.
Seen probably like 3 of the 5 slides. Sex trafficking is only weird if the bitch underage. That's a fact. That's a fact. In this case, the young lady was 22 years old. The forcing into could be a little bit yin and yang, but I mean, you know how the game goes.
Yeah, like what's considered forcing though?
Exactly. We don't know what that force looked like at the end of the day.
Why? Like, so if I convince somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? The force thing is very, fam. As a man that knows how the human trafficking stuff works, and especially with trial, everything is about wording. Everything is totally about wording. But I'm gonna run this.
You gotta share it, cause
My bad.
you're rookie.
Rookie the rooks. What's crazy too, listening to this, he has a straight Toronto man accent. Actually, tell me who he sounds like. Tell me who Baka sounds like. He sounds like somebody that used to roll with us. I shouldn't have said that. That was too much.
You gotta share it, cause
It's not shared?
nah, I can't see it. Put it up.
My bad.
There you go.
Jeez, super rookie.
And I ended up taking the charge.
Okay.
Like they didn't have anything on any of my other friends, but they wanted me to roll over on them. But I was like, yo, it was me. And then I made up names. And the names that I made up were like cars. I was like, yeah, my friend Audi. And I just said Corvette. I said vet. I said vet or some Corvette or some
whatever
shit.
came to your mind.
You know what I mean? And I just threw them off. So long story short, all my friends got off and I ended up going to the penitentiary as a teenager.
And how old were you when you went in?
I was 18.
18.
Wow.
And I'm going into a place where like
So you guys with Kyle. Salute to y'all.
Tell us about that experience.
going into a place where like it's just criminal,
Grimy. Yeah.
And at that time, it wasn't like now, man. It's like, yo, you respected your elders at that time.
True. Different world.
And guys that were doing things at that time, you really respected them. So it wasn't about trying to be a tough guy all the time, because
He doesn't sound like somebody to you, Vegas.
No.
that didn't work back then, because you get checked.
No, but
You know what I'm saying? On some real, like, there's no Holly.
Gaka?
Yeah. Listen, he sounds just like him, fam. Like, it's crazy. Like, to the point where I was listening to this and I didn't look, like I wasn't looking, and I was just like, yo, what the hell? And then when I look back, I'm like, no. Oh, I was like, say word.
With shit going on, you're getting checked, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to learn quick.
So you got you did 13
No,
years.
I got 2 years, 7 months for
Okay.
those armed robberies.
Okay.
Got out. I was out for 30 days, and then I got charged with attempted murder.
Okay. That's where everything changed.
Convicted me for a crime I did not do. My friend did.
You know what's so interesting about like all this shit? I swore that he was doing 13 years because of this supposed weird case.
Going into a place where like it's just criminal.
Hip hop is so like normalized murder, robberies. Let's be honest. That should be a weird case too, but not in hip hop. A little body, a homicide, attempted robbery, attempted shooting. Who gives a fuck? So when Kendrick's saying Baka got a weird case, I've always heard he did 13 years in jail. I used to think he did 13 years for something with a woman. Not necessarily, oh, he did a robbery and he got an attempted murder, and that's why he did 13 years. So we haven't even got to the whole thing about the weird case, but we're going to get to it. So, okay, the 13 years got nothing to do with it. Okay.
Did it, but I didn't rat on him again. And I got 13 and a half years.
Wow.
So that's where all the street cred and all that stuff, because everybody from my city, my hood knew that I actually went to prison for something I didn't do.
Yeah.
So, there's a respect for that.
Hip hop is so like normal.
Because it's getting so weird.
It's different, yeah.
But like,
But in terms of like, okay, 2 years, 7 months is one thing.
Yeah.
But when you get convicted for 13 years,
Yeah, you feel like your life is over.
What? Yeah, I want walk us through what, like that feeling,
That moment too that you even
like
found
that
out.
you find that out. Like,
Listen, I was in court. And my dad was in out because it's getting so weird.
It's different, yeah.
But
So, again, nothing about the actual charges.
Yeah.
He kind of stayed away from that, which I get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get twined up. He a little scared, but the hypocrisy part about it is, yes, you can't sit down there if you're Kendrick and be like, okay, like using that as a jab at Drake when one, the girl wasn't underage. Two, like the whole pimping thing is just like, yo, don't call it out if you're sitting down there with Snoop Dogg, who he's big pimp. So now Snoop Dogg gets charged with pimping. Like, what, are you gonna say the same thing? Like, to me, that is kind of mash up with the whole West Coast. Is like they're known for being pimps. That's crazy to me.
Fuck. State's culture. It's okay to do that. They glorify it.
Super glorified.
They got songs about it. They got rappers with names and with Pimp in it. Rest in peace, Pimp C. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, Pimp C, bro. Done another. They were the underground kings. Oh,
Yeah.
no. What the hell?
Acclaimed. And so Frozen. Oh, this guy froze up. But yeah, man. The whole industry when it comes to that charge in particular. Exactly. They will super worship Bishop Don Juan, pimping Ken, Sharp had a whole show based around the culture, about around the ism. You know what I'm saying? They love it. So for them to even be on some bullshit like that is crazy. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's the whack part about that shit still. Super duper whack. You know? That's the whack part about that shit still.
I don't know
Super
what
duper
the
whack.
F happened. Yeah, it's super. It's just hypocritical. That's the fact that they're trying to use that against Baka. Like, I'm pretty sure beer of your niggas have been charged with human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see my boy up in here saying free lady SB for real 100. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? She was getting pimped. You know what I'm saying? That's just allegedly. But yeah, I just don't. I don't like how they've dealt with Baka, and I don't like the fact when I seen Baka. I think we post that too with Baka talking about why he didn't reply.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we can go to the
And the
moment.
boy told him, nah, don't do it.
Idiot.
You wanted Baka to reply?
Hell yes, because I think Baka got the worst end of the stick there in the battle.
Yeah.
I think he got it the worst. Nobody cares that party playing with his nose. Nobody cared that. Well, Drake kind of got it bad too, but yeah, I think
Chubs with
Baka
the
got
hand me downs. Chubs with the hand me downs.
Nobody cares about children having hand me downs. Nobody gives a shit about any of that.
This is true.
I think that people, I think that Baka got the worst, and yeah. Right there. Holy.
I still feel like if a nigga diss you in a rap song and you're a rapper, you diss back still.
You diss back.
It
Fact.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about
At
anything.
first, my first initial thing was to respond and respond quickly,
Yeah.
very efficiently, and very to the point.
Very directly.
Yeah, and you know, but like it was like it started brewing in me because where I come from, like that shit doesn't happen. Like you can't just call out a man and not have paperwork
Yeah.
to back up your talks. Like
Yeah.
that is it's ludicrous.
It
And
is.
then like to see like a whole nation behind it and celebrating it like it's
Yeah.
a true story is unbelievable because you know everybody has to understand like I have a kid, Drake has a kid, you know what I mean? So like making accusations like that are like ridiculous and
It is.
out of this world, you know what I'm saying? So but like what I was going to tell you is this, like I was building up a lot of anger and stuff like that, but then I got a call and I don't know why I got this call. It's like God said something to him or something, but the boy, sorry, it might not have been a call, it might have been a text message, but he messaged me and he's like, yo, I know what you're feeling. I know you as an individual and I know how you get down, but I'm just letting you know, like, don't listen to the noise because it's noise. And if you go back and look at all these people that are saying things or having anything to say, they're not even actual real people. They're like bots.
Exactly.
So like, don't let that shit bother you, bro.
Facts.
Like, and you know what? Like, I mean, it's not a good thing, but they're calling your name. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, like they're gonna get over this crap because they're gonna realize that this crap, and then they're gonna go do their own research. And when you do your own research, you're gonna be like, wow, this guy made up a whole story about something that isn't even true, and it makes you look weird to me. I don't know.
It does.
But I want to say one thing to America, and y'all need to like get yourself together because making accusations on people, serious accusations like that, you need to have paperwork. That is the rule, like number one rule that everybody goes by. So don't switch up.
Bro, tell that to Toronto, man. First off.
Okay, hold on. I don't think he's talking about himself. I think he's talking about my boy. I think the part where he responding about Baka's name, yes, but the whole fact check and the ludicrous slanderous bullshit, I think he's talking about my boy. He couldn't be talking about himself.
I think he's talking about the pedophile.
Yes.
That I think that is the big thing. Is certified lover boy, certified pedophile, whatever. I think that's the big issue here. Is that you're claiming these things and having Baka the weird case having them things attached is just like, yo, what the hell? And he's right though. You can't be just saying like these are serious claims, like, yo, especially when the person is not like, regardless of Baka's case, the person's not underage. So don't bring those kind of talks around that kind of thing. Yes, I know it's a battle. Yes, you have to say, but like, at least people could have just fact checked the thing and be like, yeah, him saying that is not true. But then running with the narrative of it being true is the fucked up part. But I'll tell you, that's what people do anyways, because when the lie is more entertaining than the fucking truth, people are gonna run with the fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Huh. That's how screwed up people are. But yes, I think in this sense, Kendrick Lamar and them are definitely being fucked up. I think that the American audience have taken that and they've ran with it, knowing that there's no real truth to anything of pedophilia around OVO or anything. I just think it's just a cool narrative to get Drake out of here because they're sick of Drake.
One thing I do want to say, and we can say, oh, America this, America that, but I don't think they really believe Kendrick like that, because Drake wouldn't have the number one song right now, or he wouldn't be on the top 5 or top 3, like, if the narrative was of that. So I want to say that the consumers of music understand, hey, this could be just music. This guy has a hot record. Everybody's bullying.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right with that. I think that is what it is too. I think Drake, Kendrick put out, like, Kendrick's strategy last year this time was good. He had a good strategy on how he planned to attack Drake, and it was good. Everything worked. Drake's strategy throughout has just been off. And now Drake finally got one, technically 2 records. And, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Why would Crips look at Toronto differently?
I think Wally's talking about maybe the LA Crips.
In LA? They don't.
I don't think so.
We've spoken to a few Crips in LA and they don't look at Toronto differently. I think people have to realize that this was not a Canada or Toronto versus LA beef. This was Kendrick versus Drake. This was TDE versus OVO. It wasn't LA versus Toronto. They didn't make, like, yes, Whack and, like, for an example, do we look at Whack differently? Kind of, because of what's going on with Loose Cannon and all these other guys. But do the LA guys look at Toronto differently because of top 5? You know what I'm saying? No, fam. We all know in every city there's a 1-2 weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, there's a 1-2 people that are just far left, far different. You know what I'm saying? And this is not LA looking at Toronto like it wasn't a culture thing. I think they were looking at Drake and saying, you are not like us. You are not like hip hop. This is why he sued. You are not like hip hop. This is why instead of going and doing a pop-up in Toronto, you went to go on tour in Australia. You know what I'm saying? You are not hip hop. Like, I think that's what they were saying. They weren't saying Toronto. At least that's what I felt.
No, I agree with you. Like, that would mean, like, like LA Crips have an issue with Toronto Crips, and that's not. I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that would ever be an issue, or LA Bloods have an issue with Toronto Bloods. There's no issue, like Gutsy said. It wasn't a LA versus Toronto. It wasn't a LA Crip versus LA Toronto Crip, or LA Crip versus Toronto Blood. There's nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It's more so just Aubrey is not of the culture. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Aubrey, I want to say,
but Aubrey's house got shut up in Toronto, and I buy Canadians.
Yeah, I think to the God honest truth, I want to say that's a whole different situation. I don't think that really has anything to do with Kendrick. I think it's a whole different isolated situation that we don't know. I don't think anybody would know right now.
I think it's all coincidence. I think it's timing.
It's
I think
timing,
that
yeah.
everything that was going on, you know what I'm saying, it could, don't get it twisted, like you could have crazy fans, right? There's crazy, these are two really, really big artists. Like for hip hop, it's regardless of how you look at it, it's one and two.
Like, think about it. Like, if you're a gangster and you know this is happening, this would be the right opportunity because it's going to be masked behind all of this bullshit. They're going to want to connect that. So that is a great alibi for anybody trying to do something to my boy's house.
Yo, Welly really wants this to be like a thing. Like they really have like strategic beef. Like they're on each side. Like boom, I just sunk your battleship. Like you know what I'm saying, Drake is like boom, like I'm number one again. Boom, I just sunk your battleship.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm love like at the end of the day, I loved it. I just don't like how the internet swirled everything. I wish it was just about music. I wish it was just about who made the better song.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the internet has changed it. And two, I wish it went on a tad bit longer.
Yeah, I wish he never bowed out, man.
I wish Drake didn't bow out. Because imagine if Drake didn't bow out, like he could have changed the narrative.
Mm-hmm. He could have.
He like the whole thing that everybody kept saying about this whole thing is that they played Drake out of his bag. He
Mm.
didn't make no hits. Not one hit record throughout this whole beef. Every other beef, you kind of have like one.
Mm-hmm.
You have Stay Scheming. That, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Whatever. It was a little boom to friggin' to Common.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanessa Bryant, R.I.B. Kobe.
It's funny how all the guys started acting like they brides. Gotta love them. Yo, fam, I don't care.
You wouldn't like that? You wouldn't like that, Welly, if Drake and Kendrick were still going at it? Not for now, not like right now, because they're still sending subliminal shots, but maybe like, you know what I'm saying? How long? Maybe like 2-3 months after, and Drake dropped like maybe 3 more diss records.
Yeah, he
Drake
did.
definitely bowed out.
Go listen to
What is the
fucking.
Heart Part 6?
Go listen to the Heart Part 6, bro. Man,
Definitely said it was nice getting the pen out, and I'm done with this. I'm moving on.
yeah, he bowed out. It can't be just a.
Because we about music, when it's a cultural movement, a revolution, to be the one needs to be bigger than just the music. Can we agree on that? Yes and no. I think it's still about I think the revolution and the culture movement can be just about music. You know what I'm saying? I think music is so instrumental in people's lives and the way we move and the way we do things that, yes, I feel like Kendrick to a point made good music relevant again.
But the culture technically is based around the music. And anyways, the 4 pillars of hip hop is MCing, DJing, breaking, and graffiti. It's all a part of entertainment. So the culture, music is a part of that culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it's about. The whole aura, the whole energy of hip hop. And when one does something that's unlike the culture, it's not like it's not like, fam, if Drake lost the battle and didn't sue and just went to fucking Compton and just tagged Toronto on the wall, that's all hip hop. He could do that. But he didn't do that. He didn't do a breakdance battle. He didn't do a DJ clash. Like, he went to the fucking courts. That's where you lose when you come out of the culture of things and do what the masses told us and to turn this shit into a business. That's the fuckery aspect of why it was bad. That move, whether it was coincidence, whether it was granted, it was bad. You know what I mean?
I even take it from a different aspect, because I don't know if I'm answering the question or not, but like, remember a year ago how the culture was and how music was? Music was dead a year before this.
Yeah.
There was no number ones, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't say music, but hip hop per se was dead. Hip hop was like on struggling. It was on life support a year ago. Well, the year before this happened. And then these two sparked something that gave life to hip hop again, to music again. So to me, I feel like it did something, and it had to do with just music. I think, like, I don't know if it, like, the culture part about it, I think it was a thing to just for Drake per se. I think the whole culture was a shot to Drake, as in, yo, we feel like you're kind of a culture vulture. You kind of came into this game and you did things to be number one, but you're not authentic. And that's going back to Vegas's point with the whole suing thing. That's not a part of this battle. If you're saying that you're in a battle, regardless of who takes whose side or what happened, you can't sue, bro. That's not a part of hip hop culture. It's a part
Yeah.
of pop. It's probably a part of pop culture, which I think that's the problem with Drake. Drake was too big of an artist to be in this kind of battle. He shouldn't. He would. Like, Drake should have took this battle back when my boy did the BET cipher, and he
Mm-hmm.
dissed him back then. That's when
Mm-hmm.
he should have been in this battle. But when you become too much of a brand, too much of whatever, and then you come into this battle, and then like you're not just battling fucking Ken, which I told you again was his problem. You're battling the whole industry, fam.
Mm.
You're battling like 10 rappers. You're battling Lucian. You know what I'm saying? It's saying you're battling niggas from your own area. Top 5 came out, dissed him. Weekend is switching up on him. Like the EXO gang switched up on him. I think he should have never entered this battle. But his ego made him say, I'm gonna done this place. I don't care who. I don't care about Kendrick. The whole time we even thought Kendrick wasn't gonna drop. He thought Kendrick was gonna drop.
The whole time.
Nah. You ain't running away this time. Drop a 50 back. I was sitting down there like, damn, Drake. I'm like, yo, fam, you're really feeling yourself, and then boom. Kendrick's like, yeah.
Feed him.
Kendrick dropped last year more than he dropped in his whole career.
John Crow's right though. No one is too big for a battle. I 100% agree with that. If you are a hip hop artist, you're not too big for a battle. Still, if someone is testing
He's
your
not hip-hop
gangster,
anymore. He's not hip hop anymore. He's big. This is what I'm saying. He's a pop artist, fam. He's not hip hop.
he still
Drake
makes
does not move as a
he
hip-hop
still
artist.
makes hip hop music, bro. Like you're
That's
still hip
fine.
still
He's
hip
not
hop.
hip. So Doja Cat's not a Doja Cat can, Bieber can, because Biebers make hip hop music. Come on, we can't. This is what I'm saying. Like, certain people, no, they can.
To the
Bro,
core.
when you reach a certain level, yes, you can't do that.
Nah, to the core, he is still a hip hop out. You start off as a hip hop artist. In your core, you're a hip hop act, bro. Like regardless
is his biggest song a hit?
regardless if you become a pop star, you're still a hip hop act. He doesn't even believe he's a pop star. Nah, I'm not a pop star. Remember he said that on his record? Actually,
Yeah.
no.
He
I'm
did.
a pop star, not a doctor. Yeah, he did say he was a pop star. But anyways, I don't care. In his core, deep rooted, he is a hip hop act. Same with Doja. Doja was rapping when she came out. She's a rap nigga. She's a hip hop act, fam. Bieber's not a hip hop artist. He came into hip hop because he wanted to rap. But in his core, he's an R&B act. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it goes, bro. Like, he's in his core. He can't. No one is too. If you come up in the hip hop vein, in the hip hop cloth, if you're birthed as a hip hop artist, you're still a hip hop act, bro. No matter how big you are, if niggas is testing you, you have to fucking rip it. You have to. And I commend him. I commend him for rapping back and battling back. I commend him. I honestly do. You know, that's like saying LL Cool J shouldn't have fucking returned his fire shots at Cannabis. Well, Cannabis was, LL Cool J was bigger than hip hop at that time. He didn't have to. Do you know what I'm saying? But he did it because he's in his core. He's still that mama's gonna knock you out type nigga. Like, he's still that guy. He had to do it. Nigga come at me, I'm a hip hop artist.
Like I'm giving drugs, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor.
Yo, he said it, not me. Hey, he said it, not me. He said it. I didn't say it. He said it. He's a pop star. He's not a hip hop star. That's why he sued. So we can't look. You know what I'm saying? He's not.
Yo,
Bieber more hip hop than Drake.
yo, you know what's funny? Just to switch gears just a little bit, and everybody in the chat, please give in your answers. I was talking to the young lady Crystal Voice today, and I asked her, she's not a fan of today's R&B. So I asked her, I'm like, who killed R&B? She couldn't even answer the question. So I said, I'll tell you who killed R&B. I said, when these R&B niggas wanted to rap, that was the day R&B died.
Fuck.
And you know who did it? R. Kelly was the one that to do it, fam. R. Kelly single-handedly built the shit, and he broke the system, my nigga.
Oh no, you
R.
think
Kelly
so?
is the reason why R&B is dead right now, fam.
They say I'm with no gangster girl. I'm gonna fuck with a gangster girl. Yo,
That guy fucked up the whole game, B.
R. Kelly and Birdman had an album together, no?
Yes, they're supposed to come out with Best of Both Worlds.
Yes.
Oh my god, they're supposed to
Holy.
come out with the Best of Both Worlds, bro. It's unreleased, it never came out, but they were supposed to come out with it.
R. Kelly might have really mashed up R&B for real.
He did, fam.
I was gonna blame like Trey Songz or one of them niggas or like Chris Brown.
Nope, it was him, single hand. Somebody in the club making love, gonna put the see. All that.
Get down.
This nigga was fam. This R&B guy was unbelievably untouchable at that point, fam. This nigga did every fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, because when we were listening to Best of Both Worlds on the Jay-Z thing, he was rapping on that too.
Yeah.
From New York on to LA, shy. Oh my god. Yeah, he really did fuck up. Hey, man.
Because that gave all the R&B niggas like, whoa, the God is rapping now? I can do that too.
And then he went to the bin and then it really sealed it. It really sealed it up from there.
Then came out the A Boogies.
Oh, those guys are trash. Those guys are super dookie. Don't bring no A Boogie or any of them niggas around me. Okay, so before we get off this Drake and all this stuff, so again, human trafficking. Yes, it's fucked up. This is not the third. But do we have to, like, is it really a weird case? All right, is it back to what John Crow said? If there's kids involved, yes, it's a weird case. Like R. Kelly, yes.
Yep. If there's kids involved, it's weird. Like, yeah, don't do that. That's a no-go.
But otherwise, it's just like, I wouldn't say like, you know what I'm saying, we're encouraging, because we're not encouraging murders or anything else. But just like Academic said, all of them should be on every level.
You didn't miss a thing, Rock Boy. We're just trying to figure out if this Baka if Baka really
have a real weird case. Is this case really weird?
Yeah, does he really have a weird case or not?
And he don't have a weird case. He got a regular pimping case like all the bad. I'm saying the girl was 22. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's weird about that?
It's a case.
And then why is it again? If PIMP is like 6 times platinum, if a nigga's pimping and he gets convicted, why is it like, why are we so like, so we only like these niggas when they can get away with it? We don't like them when they get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is, Vegas. So we like the niggas because they can get away with it, but when they get caught, like with a murder for hire, you know what I'm saying, human trafficking, that's when it's just like, no, we don't fuck with them. But if you're getting away with it, scamming, you know what I'm saying, they were cool with Sean Kingston. Look at all those beautiful girls, they only wanna see, but when they get caught, oh, look at the Jamaican scammer boy, I'm getting mama caught up in the thing. Then he's a piece of shit.
Well, I would say that I don't know still. Because you know what it comes down to?
When Von is there shooting up the place, and getting beer bodies is cool. You know what I'm saying? But when he dies and niggas are making videos about how he has all these bodies, then it's no, you guys shouldn't be making videos on him. He's not a serial killer. And da, 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 da. Then it's
But like I was gonna say, I don't know. Still, it's conflicted because it always is down to like, okay, yeah, you lived the life. Oh, you're authentic. Okay, yeah. You sound like you actually lived it, and then you're still doing it. I think that's the really fucked up part. Like, you still in the streets, nigga. Like, you done made all this money, to my knowledge, to what we see. And we all know it's kind of cap, but like, it seems like you made all that money and you're still in the streets, bro. Like, come on, cuz. That's where the line draws. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then they start to not care. And they start to not give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying, about the person that got caught. Like Lil Durk. Nobody gives a fuck about Lil Durk. Lil Durk dropped an album in just a while, just the other day. I think his loyal street niggas is listening to that shit. Nobody's listening to that shit. I'm not listening to that
Dirk
shit.
really dropped the album? Say weird.
He dropped something. He dropped a song. I think
the little promo and everything that I seen that they've been, and he actually dropped it. That's crazy. I think niggas gotta stop doing that though. If you're not doing that on Tory Lanez's level, don't do it. People only care on the internet. Remember I told you this, Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
It be fake outrage. Niggas only in the internet because when I'm on the road, niggas come up to me all the time. Yo, fam, don't worry about what them niggas be saying on there, fam. Niggas got y'all them da 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 da. Remember my boy? Remember my boy's mad at?
My boy, who my boy's mad at?
He's mad at us because of.
Oh,
remember, he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, don't. He's like, yo. Like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, fam, I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. It's fake. It's definitely fake outrage. It's people not really. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Nah, shout out the internet losers though. We need them, bro.
Yeah, they watch our stuff.
Yeah. They hate, they comment.
We need them, man.
Look at this.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna pull this up. This is a perfect example. Wagwan, you good?
They're part of the ecosystem.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I hope my computer doesn't like
two animals in the jungle making love.
Yo, fam, have you been listening to Beer R. Kelly or something?
No, this guy is just in my head right now, man.
Get down. Move your body like a snake, man. Kanye's on point with this too, a lot. Kanye says every bitch sell pussy. A prostitute gives up pussy for an hour.
Facts.
A surrogate gives up the pussy for 9 months.
Facts.
A underqualified secretary gives up the pussy to their wife's beaten boss.
Facts.
A wife gives up the pussy for life. Yo, fam.
He's on a rant today. I saw this shit today. I'm like, holy fuck, Kanye. Kanye was going off today. His rants today were wicked, fam. The man said, yo, Bieber and fucking the next my boy from the boy group was fucking Taylor Swift front to back, and he never got invited, bro. He was pissed.
Holy, he's wildin'. Where can I find these tweets? You have the
Go
tweets
there.
for me?
Let me see. I get it. Move your body like a snake, man.
That's how long before Jay get rid of Ye?
Jay's not getting rid of Ye, man.
What? I give it like 2 years. Fam, when Kanye starts getting sick for some strange reason, fam, bet say it's because of that. How much
Punch
you
me
want
in. Punch me in.
Oh no. Voila. Punching.
Your bitch calls me daddy while you call me a problem. I'm both. I'm mad I haven't fucked Taylor Swift yet. Kanye.
Hold on. Did you see the one with Ray J?
Yes. He said him and Ray J should slam Kim together and make the part 2 was. Where is that one? Holy, did he delete that?
Yo, dog.
I think he deleted it. I think he deleted that one.
Oh my god, the man said, "Yo, fam, me and me and Reggie need to run that back.
Yeah,
Say that."
he deleted that one, yo.
Oh, he's cold,
He's cooked, bro.
fam. I definitely believe that Jay will get him cooked. And you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna come. If he gets shot and they miss, fam, he's gonna come just like Cameron. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, I was there. You know, I was there. And you know, the shooters were Jew. And then you know, I see them show the rack up when then the shots were fired. Like,
Yeah, bro. He deleted that Kim
we
one.
needed it.
Yeah, that's not fam. I seen that this morning. I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga's bugging.
All right, so run me some tweets. Run me some funny tweets. Let me hear. Let me hear. What do you say about Kim?
I'm sorry, Jay-Z. I feel bad about my tweet, but I still feel I gave my life to this industry and thought so many people were my family. Okay, we seen that one. Then he goes on to say Beyonce is not giving him the pussy. Fam, I seen this on Instagram. Let me see if I can find the Instagram because that's where I really seen it.
The man said Beyonce's not giving him no front. That's cap though. They have 3 kids together. How much kids do Kanye have with Kim?
Kanye have with Kim? They have 3.
They have 3, and Jay has 3 with Beyonce. So how is he not getting front? That's a lie. Jay's definitely getting fronts.
Bro, where did I see this? Spiritual World? No, maybe. What's that other one with?
Bro, yo, Rock Boy. When I used to say that back in the day, the madam used to hate on me all the time when I said Cam is a damn rat, fam. Man, like Vegas's old crew, them guys, they used to be, no, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. He didn't snitch on nobody. He didn't say no. The man saying, I seen the niggas throw the diamond up when the shots was fired. And no, fam, that's weird, bro.
I found it.
You see how my boy's not even trying to like talk about it either. You see how Vegas is just like ignoring the whole Cameron hate.
Cam dry snitch. Like it's there. The man said I saw the diamond go up. He ratted, fam. Obviously, he dry snitch on the record. I seen the diamond go up when them shots went off. Like, nigga, we heard that still. But yeah, okay. Do Beyonce ever let Jay get pussy? I mean, like at least a couple times. When I made out with Madonna, she was bragging about how she fucked Basquiat and Pac. I was like, damn, she loved to brag just like me. All right. I'm mad I haven't fucked Taylor Swift. Should we go back to front? I know Taylor like how the fuck he know that. I know Taylor like how the fuck he know that. I'll show you an example of racism. Justin Bieber and Harry Styles fucked Taylor Swift from both sides and didn't call me. Oh, I forgot. I can't hold water. On everything, this tweet is 1,000% true.
He's wild.
Yo, I like to watch. This guy's crazy. I used to fuck employees in my office.
Hold on. He's not
God.
crazy. When he said I like to watch, I kind of felt him on that one. Still, I know I'm a dirtbag, but I'm like,
I like to watch too. Note to self: don't grab female employees softly by the neck when you hug them, no matter how bad you want to. Holy fuck! If I wasn't a rapper, I would have been a porn star / director / owner / rapper. I like to watch real life porn. I like to watch porn in real life. How much ways can you say that differently? Somebody vandalized your building.
No. Those are 2 different things. He likes to watch it, then he likes to watch it.
Okay.
So he likes to watch it while it's happening in front of him.
Okay. Somebody vandalized your building with a swastika. Not gonna lie, it was me. Some women actually fantasize about getting hard.
Again,
that's the truth.
He's not lying. Yo, it's not funny, but it is. He's not lying because a few of them told me to.
Me too.
Yes, this is a very, very true statement. We need a Galdem up here to confirm that they fantasize about that.
I would never break a girl's nose, especially if I just paid for it. Kim Kardashian's my nanny. Told Ray J we need to give her both sides for that superstar part.
Sick youth.
He's a sick
What
man.
did I tell you? We needed this, fam. Didn't I tell you that the industry was too boring for a little bit, fam? I
You
told
said
you.
that. You said that last week. Still,
Yeah, fam.
You're
It
like-
was boring, bro. Where's Kanye? I need a Kanye rant, bro.
yeah, you said that last week, and you got it. Thank you.
What do you rate this rant?
This rant is like 8 out of 10 still. It's up there. Because the worst rant is the Jay-Z kid being fucking sick.
Downers.
Downers. And you know what's crazy? They never put that kid out in public yet.
It's the twins.
They never put that kid out in public yet. They have the daughter, the older one, and they have the other daughter, but the boy they haven't put out.
Are you sure that that's who they were talking about, or
Yes.
he was talking about the other Blue?
Blue's good. The girl's
That-
good. The boy don't go out in public. And I seen a YouTube shit about that. It's true.
The man said- This nigga's a real internet nigga. This nigga
No.
said I seen a YouTube video about that. It's
Go,
true.
fam, go to the pictures. See if you can find the you. See if you can find the boy. You'll never find the boy.
You went to go find a YouTube?
Yeah, I went to go see if they took pictures with the boy. They're always hiding his face. His face is turned. You can see his back of the head.
Is it the twins? It's one of the twins.
It's one of the twins, the boy. So remember, they have the girl and the twin.
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Is it Sir Carter? Just look up Sir Carter. See if his picture pops up.
This nigga is one fucking blood clot liar. You did not look hard enough.
Damn, that's Blue, dog. Okay, you see the pictures though. Is he down us?
So this is the pictures that I hold on.
Is he down us? Holy
I
crap!
wish I could enlarge this for you guys. I'm not a camera guy like that. I'm not a computer guy like this. So this is the two youths, right? This is Sir.
Yeah,
Where
Sir
is
and Suri.
So absent from family, Super Bowl. Okay, so that's a picture. What about this one? Can't really see. This one not really.
Which one is this? Which one is the downers? The one with the head downers?
I don't fucking know. That's crazy. The whole time I thought the nigga was talking about Blue.
Nah.
The whole time I thought he was talking about Blue. I didn't know he was talking about the next one. So it would be this one.
Yeah.
This looks like a girl.
Yeah, that's a girl for sure.
He don't look downy to me.
Not in that picture, that's for sure. He doesn't look down us there.
Look fine to me.
What about that one? Nah, he looks fine.
Man, Kanye is dissing, bro. Kanye better chill the fuck out before I start checking out. It's Miss Bestie. It's your bestie. Now, if he said somebody else, and I'm not gonna say who, I would have been like, and then the other person, yes, 100%. 100%.
I don't follow. You gotta give me hints.
Definitely do follow. We were just talking about him, Drake. So yeah. Yeah, I don't see it there. But if it's my boy, that one maybe. But I think that's why he won't do it, because I think that one's a little bit more like, you know. Am I lying?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Fam, you know who I'm talking about.
You gotta text me.
I will.
Ha 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 ha.
If you said that, damn, I like nobody's denying that.
Down us.
No one's denying that. Everyone would have been like, yeah, like maybe he needs to spend a little bit more time with that kid. But like, nah.
Nah, he has the autas, man. He has the autisticas.
Yeah, we don't know too because it could be like a talking thing. They could be deaf. Like it could be a lot of
I
things.
don't think so.
Right?
I don't even think it's that. I think he's. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing. So it might be
Listen,
the
shout out to all the Downers youths out there, okay? The Downers youths need love. There's nothing wrong with being Downers. There's nothing wrong with your youth being Downers or anything like that. Love that youth. Like,
yeah.
hug that youth. That Downers youth might be able to make you $1 million. You never know, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Just appreciate your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. No, we fucked with the odds, man.
Is that the biggest? Was that your biggest fear having a kid?
Me?
Yeah.
Never.
What was your biggest fear having a kid?
I didn't fear.
Nothing. Like you didn't think like, yo, your kid come out with no legs,
No.
blind, deaf, bald,
Never had those thoughts in my head.
balding. I think before I cut my hair, I'm gonna show you guys my bald spot. Should I do that?
When you gonna cut your hair though?
Soon. Within the next 6 months.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It might even be earlier than that.
You're gonna join the family?
No.
Finally?
I'm gonna cut it low.
Oh well,
I'm
just
gonna
cut
still
it
have
off.
some here.
Just cut it off, Jordan.
Why?
Jordan has.
This is not fully. I just need this to grow in, fam.
You can keep that.
I know I need it to grow in though. I just need this to grow in. That's what I'm saying. This should grow in like 6 months. This grows in 6 months. I'm gonna show you guys my ball spot.
It would have already grown if it was supposed to grow, bro.
No, I just learned how to grow it in. I just been shaving more. So you know what I'm saying? And it's a long story. It's not about me, but yeah, it is kind of about me with the ball spot. But yeah, what were we talking about again?
We're just talking about yay. Where do we rant this yay rant? Where do we rate this yay rant?
This one was like a 6 or 6 or 7 though. It wasn't that good. It was alright, but it wasn't that good.
It had its moments.
The Ray J one was funny.
Yeah.
Him and
Taylor
Ray J
stuff
are
too.
out here.
The Taylor stuff was funny too. I thought the Taylor stuff was funny.
You
There's
thought
definitely
that
moments.
was funny?
Huh?
What did you say?
The Taylor Swift stuff was funny to me. Taylor.
Shout out Kanye, Kanyeezy. What else have we got on this thing, man? We got Luka's return to oh no. Before we do that, I have to run this.
Give me a project chick. One that don't give a what. And said he took that stick.
And then he started shooting.
As Cameron drove off,
What happened was they told me to give up the car, and I looked at him like he was stupid, pulled off, and then he started shooting.
as Cameron drove off in his Lamborghini sports car down this Washington, D.C. street, he was shot twice in the arms. He was treated and released from Howard University Hospital. And tonight, after landing back here in Teterboro, he showed us the bullet hole still clearly visible in his left arm. But he says he's okay.
And me, I'm fine. I'm excellent, man. It was great.
He's fine now, but how about at that moment when he first faced the hijacker at this D.C. intersection?
I felt disrespected because nobody's going to take a $250,000 car from me, let alone a 5-cent piece of chewing gum.
Cameron, whose full name is Cameron Giles, is a rapper and head of Diplomat Records. He likes to be nothing to do with this attack.
It's not because of music or not anything else, but you got to realize me and my boys, we go hard. We got $1 million worth of jewelry on. We got $250,000 worth of cars. We candy paint everything. We like to live a luxurious life, and you got people who don't want to see that.
Police.
But then the nigga went on to go say, and then I saw the nigga throw them diamonds up when them shots were fired. Back to business. Lying ass nigga.
So if he's lying, is he still ratting?
Yes. Because he talked about the situation. Don't talk about anything. Don't say anything.
So you know what?
Don't say nothing, my youth.
Yeah, I'm gonna reserve my comment then.
Don't say nothing. Okay, yo. Remember yesterday we were talking about Luka, right?
Yeah,
We were like not Luka, Jokic.
Jokic, yes.
We were saying Jokic, we gotta see if he was okay with my
Mike
boy
Malone.
getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause if he's not okay, there's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did you see that they won yesterday?
No.
Okay, they won yesterday. In
Okay.
Sacramento. This was
Okay.
Luka after the game, or Luka Jokic. They're the same people, man. They're both white youths from like Europe.
Into a 4-game slide. What was different about tonight's performance as compared to the last 4?
They woke us up. It was we need to we need to be woken before the playoffs, and I think when if we're in there, we can mess things up. We can fight and play with everybody.
Josh Kroenke called a team meeting yesterday. What was your reaction to the changes that he made?
It's. I think when I'm coming from, it's part of the sport. People go and come and go, but it was a 10 years relationship with the coach, and we went through everything. We were bad, we were good. We won a championship, definitely. We have some great memories, but it's part of the business, I would say.
You guys obviously played extremely well tonight. How do you think the team has handled what I'm sure has been a wild 48 hours?
Yes, but I think they got. Josh get the response that he wanted. People say that we are vulnerable, but I think the beast is always the strongest or the most dangerous when they're vulnerable. So maybe he woke up the beast.
Thanks, Nicole. Congratulations.
Jokic said it's part of the business. And Scartana, I will let it go at some point. At some point, just not right now. What do you think?
He's right. It is a part of the business. I still feel like he's media trained. He's been in the business for 10 years. He's not going to tell the public how he really feels right now. They won the game. They know that jobs are on the line. Potential trades in the offseason can happen. They need to wake the fuck up, yes. Start smelling the coffee and start fucking playing ball. They have a championship to go after. They're a championship team. It's time to act like it. Maybe they were too lax under Mike Malone, just a little bit. But I don't see Mike Malone as a relaxed player. Maybe a relaxed coach, but maybe the system that he has them in, maybe it's just too chill. You win a chip, it's okay, guys. Don't worry. We're the best team. Go out there and play. Maybe there's no push. When the coach becomes a homie, maybe they need to switch up a little bit.
One of your dogs.
Yeah.
No, I think it's they went to Jokic and they told him, "Yo, we're gonna fire Mike Malone," and I think he's Mike Malone, and like, do whatever you got to do. I just want to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's just like you said. I don't think he really cares like that. I think he's just like, yo, whatever we got to do to win, these niggas don't care. So you got to switch up the team and make whoever you got to do to win. I think Jokic just is. I think he's there for life. I don't see them trading him. I don't see him being like a disgruntled player. So who knows? But yeah, I think he's gonna be there for life, and I think he just said F that coach. So I think we're gonna see a new era in Denver soon. Soon as.
I just hope they don't bring fucking like no wash up coach like fucking Ty Lue or Bickenstaff or fucking any of these loser ass coaches and shit.
Who's out there as a coach right now?
Oh, that's a good question. Free agent coaches. Free agent head coaches. NBA. Ten best available NBA coaches. Obviously, Michael Malone, Taylor Jenkins. Mike Brown is out there still. James Borrego, Frank Vogel, Sam Cassell, Royal Ivy,
There's no good
Chris
coaches out
Quinn,
there.
Steve Nash is still out there. Yeah,
Steve
those are the
Nash is
guys.
not a coach. They said that's the best coaches, and they said they put Steve Nash on. What the fuck did Steve Nash do to be a good coach?
They said best available. They never said best coach. Best available.
He's not their best option either.
Not for them, just the 10 best available NBA coaches in 2025.
He's not the part of the 10 best available coaches right now. That's what I'm trying to say. There's what the hell? Who said that? What list is this from?
Basketnews.com.
Yeah, because who the fuck are these guys? Like, what the hell? You guys said Steve Nash is top 10 best available coach right now. Like, are you guys on dope? Are you guys on what's that thing? Methamphetamine? Ketamine?
Methamphetamine.
What the hell?
You know, they should have a stat line of coaches to get fired.
What do you mean? Like, how many coaches have gotten fired?
In the off season, like, you know, like, yeah, you have a betting stats. They should have that on the betting stats.
They probably do.
They probably do still.
Jeez, hold on 1 second while I check this.
They mean big names. Yikes, Steve. I only care for Toronto teams. I mean, hey, I don't give a fuck about Toronto teams at all, to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck. They spend too much money. I think they spend too much money for no reason. Like, they just signed fucking Vladdy for $500 million. $500 million for fucking forever. Toronto spends money.
Big names. Steve Nash is not even a big name coach. Like, come on, fam. Let's not do that.
Saying Adam Silver should be a head coach of the Denver.
No, they need to get rid of Adam Silver. And they need to bring back my boy from the dead.
Oh my god. Well, they're bringing back fucking direwolves, so who knows?
That's what I'm saying. If they can bring back direwolves, they're gonna bring back humans. Bring back fucking. What is it? Howard? I was gonna say Howard Stern. What's the nigga's name?
David Stern.
You know, Stern and Howard Stern are relatives.
Probably not. You know, like in Naruto, they have the resurrection jutsu.
No.
Oh my god, that's what they need to do. Some of these niggas. Resurrection jutsu.
Called Naruto. Luka dropped 40 on his whole team. 45 to be exact.
45, yeah, I seen that. And he cried for the little tribute thing.
Boy, what are you crying for your old team? He dropped 45, 6 and 8, 6 assists and 8 rebounds.
Crazy.
Disrespectful. The man said, JJ Redick said he's actually disappointed he didn't drop 50.
Shout out to Luka, man. Yeah, shit on them niggas, yes. Man, drop the 50 as 45, 8, 6, and 4, bro. My God, 7 for 10 for the 3-point line. This nigga's a.
Started chanting to fire my boy. They started chanting for my boy to get fired.
Who?
Nico Harrison.
Of course.
Actually, I know Howard Stern and I never said David Letterman. I said David Stern. David Letterman are not related. What the hell?
Yo, you know what I want to try that I never tried in my whole entire life?
What?
Incredible Hulk.
Hypnotic and Hennessy?
Yeah, I never tried that drink ever.
Oh, that's a white people thing, broski.
I thought it was like a Tupac thing.
This guy said it's a Tupac thing. Don't tell me.
That's one drink I have never had.
No, I don't rock with that either. I would never do that. I would never drink that. You're on your own with that one still. Are we still doing thing tonight?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I'm wrapping this up then. I am wrapping this up. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I gotta go eat. Tonight we will present to you part 2 of the Real Toronto DVD breakdown reaction, and them reacting to the Real Toronto. Toronto Maple Leafs taking it this year. Listen, if you're a Leafs fan, I pray for you, but that's not happening. Toronto Maple Leafs will never win a ring. Not as long as I'm living. What, Vegas? You don't feel the same?
I have nothing to say about the Leafs. I don't have nothing to say about the Raptors. Nothing to say
No,
about
the
the
Raptors can possibly come back and win. Like the Raptors have like shown that they're actually good. Leafs,
The Leafs are in a good place, but
did the playoffs start for them yet or no?
it's gonna start soon. They're 48, 26, and 4. So I mean, they're not a bad team at all. But you know, it all depends, man. It all depends.
But yes, sir. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vegas.
We're off of this. Ow.
Ow, ow, ow.